達對社會嘅一份深切嘅關懷。大家都知道啦，安利嘅核心嘅價值咧就係伙伴關懷啦，伙伴嘅關係啦。Still have a speech for us, Dr. Sam, please。同時間翻譯㗎。
Hello, everybody. Is everybody eating their Nutrilite tonight?
Yes!
Obviously. A few more words. Thank you for the invitation to be here. What an honor it is to be with you tonight. I remember my first... Oh, I have to pause now, don't I? I don't have to pause? Okay. So you can hear me. I can speak fast? Oh, my God. That's fun. It's such an honor to be here, and I remember my first visit to Hong Kong was 48 years ago. And there were just about 4 or 5 distributors then, and Eva and a few other people. That was about it in those days. And there was the big dream, even way back then. And to see what's happened over these last 50 years, what an honor it is to be here today to thank you for that, and the example that you set for people around the world. Really, really, really exciting. And I can tell you, after I've been in this for a long time, something like, it's how many years is it, honey? It's 89 actually in China. And actually I was eating the product, before I was born. So it's close to the big number. And I look forward to another, 30 or 40 years of doing this, if I can. I'll need a lot of help from Francesca to do that.
90 years.
But really, to see what you've done here and how you've grown this business, it was just a few people here that when I first saw it, and to see the advances that you made and the example, that you set for the rest of the world, and how this business, should move. And now, with the changes that are moving in Amway, being in the health and wellness business, wow, that was my dad's dream in the beginning. In those early days, people would come into the business usually because they were dragging and sick, and he used to always say, much better if you can get healthy before that happens. And he was always a big promoter of trying to get people to start using the product as early as they could in their lives so they would have a long, healthy, vigorous lifestyle. And this is what you're doing, and you are representing that to the rest of the world. So, man, it's going to be an exciting period of time because the whole world is awakening to this idea today. And that means a lot of exciting things to happen and a lot of good that we can do for people around the world. And people are beginning to recognize now, hey, we all got to work together. How do you people work together? We got to do that around the world to solve the problems that we all know are out there and are to be solved if we're going to make this world the kind of place that it should be. And you're perfect. Things that are happening in our part of the world, the things that we're doing, and I can tell you we've got tremendous scientists and research at every stage of our operation to help make our products the finest in the world. And your folks, you set an example of how these products should be best shared with people, and the future would be so happy, and I'm sure he's watching. He believed, that you never really died because your things are floating around out there. He's probably watching this with great interest and cheering you all on. So I thank you for all of that, and I hope to have many visits here, and I just applaud you, and I keep it up the great work, and eat lots of Nutrilite, be a product of the product, and take this business to heights no one's ever seen. So thank you, and thanks for having me here tonight. Good night.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sam.
Thank you so much.
Please be seated. Thank you, Dr. Sam. 好，咁呢個時候我哋亦都有請係我哋嘅翻譯員咧，為我哋簡單翻譯嘅重點啊。
Thank you, everybody. Wow, this also is just a gorgeous group of people. My goodness. Congratulations, everybody, on 50 years of Amway Hong Kong, and even bigger congratulations for 7 years of observing all of you tonight. You guys are all so close. That's not something that's very common in the rest of the world. So Amway Hong Kong and all of you really are an example to the rest of the world. You make us feel like a really true Amway family. So you applaud yourselves for that. That's really impressive. So to speak a little bit more about the Amway family, just to explain a little bit about myself, I met my wife at Amway. And we have a 4-month-old son at home, so we're very excited to welcome him into the world, and hopefully we'll get a chance to introduce him to all of you very soon. So, yeah. "50 years is a really big accomplishment, and I think you all should be very proud of that. And I'm jealous of all the years that my dad has had coming to Amway Hong Kong, meeting with all of you, getting to know all of you throughout the years, and I look forward to doing that for the next 50, with Dr. Sam's help, of course, and Nutrilite. So, thank you all.
Thank you, Dalton. Thank you. Please be seated.
多謝 Alan。好，以下落嚟呢個將會係一個非常簡短嘅揭耀啊嚇。咁咧就恭喜我哋香港50週年啦！咁我咧今晚咧都恭喜大家，收到大家真係好犀利㗎，因為咧實在冇其他地方咧可以做到好似大家咁樣嘅成績㗎，所以你哋已經係訂立咗一個典範俾大家啦。咁好啦，我講少少我自己啦。其實咧，我啱啱咧我仔咧就出世啊。
Well, it's an incredible joy, and I join Dr. Sam and Francesca and Dalton in congratulating you and celebrating with you your 50th anniversary. It's an incredible accomplishment. And I'll let you translate in the middle.
呢個真係咧非常之了不起嘅喜悅啦！咁啊，我咧同Dr. Sam 頭先所講一樣嘅，就係喺呢度咧同大家一齊慶祝，同埋咧要恭喜大家呢個成績嘅。
That looks like I surprised you a little bit. Sorry about that. But I wanted to share a few thoughts tonight about the 50th anniversary and how important it is to take this moment and celebrate like we're doing tonight.
嗱，咁我要咧借呢一個時刻咧，就係講講我哋今晚透過我哋今晚做緊嘅嘢咧，點樣嚟到慶祝我哋嘅50週年喎。
Every time you celebrate an anniversary like this, I'm reflecting and thinking about the pioneers, like Sam said in his first visit here, those who were here in the early stages, in the beginning, when Amway Hong Kong was not much more than a dream.
嗱，咁我就諗翻轉頭啦，我哋一開始嘅時候咧，其實好多嘅先鋒人物啦，譬如好似阿 Sam 頭先所講，第一次嚟到呢度嘅情況，咁其實呢個係一個好長嘅過程啦。咁啊，開始嘅時候咧，其實我哋咧只係從一個夢想開始嘅啫。
And those early pioneering leaders took that dream and made it real. And because they did that, the rest of us can have our own dreams and can look to a great future as well.
咁正因為我哋嘅先鋒咧，佢哋有呢個夢想，同埋一直努力去令到佢成真啊，所以我哋其他嘅人咧，先至隨後咧可以享受到呢一個成果嘅。
So if anyone is here that has been in this business over 40 years, I want to recognize and celebrate you. Stand up or raise your hand.
大家如果已經參加咗我哋公司40年嘅，請大家舉手或者企起身。
Look at our pioneers. Look at our pioneers that are here.
喺全部呢都係我哋嘅先鋒人物，我哋嘅拓荒者。
There we go. Celebrate them.
一定要為佢哋慶賀啊！
To celebrate them, I want to recognize them for what they have brought to us.
我要慶祝同埋都要嘉許佢哋啦，為我哋帶咗嚟嘅嘢㗎。
But every time there's a celebration and an anniversary, I also want to make sure we don't only look backwards.
每一次有慶祝或者週年紀念嘅時候咧，我要確保我哋唔係淨係回顧㗎喎。
You are all here tonight because you're winners, because you've done something special that others haven't done to be here.
你哋今晚點解會可以喺度啊？就係因為你哋係優勝者嚟噶嘛，你做咗一啲嘢咧係其他人冇做到㗎。
And with that comes an opportunity and a responsibility for us to build on the foundations of the past and make sure that the Amway business gets better as we go to the future.
咁其實我哋咧喺呢一度咧，我哋係有一個責任，亦都有個義務，亦都有個機會啊！就係咧用之前建立落嚟嘅基礎咧，能夠令到安利以後咧更加好。
We had a wonderful session earlier with next generation leaders earlier today with some next generation leaders, and we begin to see the families of leaders here from multi-generations and how they're thinking about the future in a dynamic and important way.
其實我哋今日較早前咧就有一個活動，就係今日上午嘅啫，就有一個咧係專係俾下一代領導人嘅活動啊。咁其實佢哋都係嚟自咧好多個家庭，甚至有好幾代一齊啦。我哋喺度咧就係要努力咧，就係為我哋而家呢一個環境裏面咁多變，但係一齊咧係要努力邁向未來嘅。
Sam and Dalton and I represent those who've gone before us, our fathers, our family.
Dalton 同埋我咧，就好似你哋一樣啊，就係代表我哋嘅父親輩啦，我哋嘅先代啦，我哋嘅家人㗎。
So as we celebrate 50 years, I think it's important for us to make sure we know who we are and why we're doing what we're doing.
而家我哋慶祝50週年，我哋就要確保我哋知道我哋係邊一個，同埋點解我哋做緊而家做緊嘅嘢啦。
When we transitioned from Dad and Jay and my generation took over the leadership at Amway at the company, we wanted to make sure that they expressed to us the ideas that were so important to them so that we would never forget them and that we would be dedicated to them. And we call them the Founders' Fundamentals.
咁其實當我呢一代咧係接手呢個事業嘅時候咧，其實我哋就要確保我哋能夠表達同埋傳傳我哋先輩咧認為非常之重要嘅一啲概念同埋理念，成為我哋最重要嘅基石同埋核心價值。
And they're not new to you. You live them. Freedom, family, hope, and reward.
其實呢啲咧，你哋一啲都唔陌生㗎啦，係乜嘢啊？即係自由、家庭、希望同埋獎賞。
And I want you to know that they are more than just words. They are the traditions and they are the behaviors that we hold ourselves accountable to live on a regular basis as we're involved with the company.
咁其實咧，呢一啲咧就係我哋嘅傳統啦，我哋好重要嘅行為啦。我哋係要需要問責嘅，為住呢一啲嘢，當我哋一路咧係做我哋嘅工作，然後邁向未來嘅時候。
And just like Rich and Jay transitioned them to us, we are transitioning them to the next generation in our family.
就好似 Rich 同 Jay 將呢一件事承傳俾我哋，我哋又將呢一件事咧承傳俾我哋嘅下一代，我哋嘅家人嘅。
Just like you are.
就好似大家一樣。
We are all in this together.
我哋全部人咧都喺呢一度投入喺裏面㗎。
Amanda referenced Rich's speech and talked earlier about success as a journey. It's an ongoing process.
Amanda 之前嘅演説嗰時咧就講到啦，喺我哋呢個旅程上邊啦，我哋嘅傳承，我哋嘅成功其實係一個持續嘅過程嚟嘅。
So after 50 years of working on this journey and working to achieve success, to me it believes like we're just getting started.
對我嚟講啊，過去嘅50年啦，我哋不斷努力喺呢個旅程上面而獲取成功。對我嚟講嘅感覺就好似啱啱開始咁嘅啫。
So as we gather tonight and as we celebrate this anniversary, I want to make sure we all challenge ourselves to continue to build on the foundations of the pioneers that have given us such a great legacy.
好啦，咁我哋喺呢一度咧繼續慶祝嘅同一時間咧，我哋都要挑戰，努力去達成你哋嘅夢想，就好似我哋嘅先輩、先鋒所做嘅一樣。
A number of years ago, I remember coming home to see my father. It was just going to visit on a personal visit.
咁我記得咧，好多年前咧，就係當我翻屋企想見下我爸爸，即係已經隔咗好耐嘅一段時間，我翻屋企啦。
And as soon as I walked in the door, he said, Doug, I've just been thinking about Amway.
當我一行入門口咋，佢就話：阿德，我啱啱喺度諗緊聽安利啊！
I said, that's good, Dad. I appreciate that.
咁我就話啦，非常好啊，我好感激你喎，Daddy。
I said, you're always thinking about Amway, so that's nothing new.
我就話啦，你係咪都係成日都諗安利㗎啦，都唔係新㗎啦呢件事。
But he said, no, Doug, I'm serious. I'm thinking about the next 50 years of Amway. What are we going to do to keep making the business better?
佢話啦，阿德唔係啦，我真係認真㗎。我而家咧諗緊嘅咧係以後嘅50年啊，我哋點樣可以咧令到安利做得更加好啊？
At that time, I think Dad was about 89. It's just like our leaders here.
就好似我哋在座嘅領導人一樣㗎。
And it's just like each and every one of you as winners in this business, as celebrating this anniversary.
就好似你哋在座每一位嘅
And to keep diligently challenging ourselves to be better every day.
咁其實咧，我哋就係一定要藉呢一個50週年嘅慶典啦，我哋要繼續保持我哋嘅堅持專注，繼續發展基於我哋呢一個合作伙伴關係之上，然後咧基於我哋嘅創始人同埋我哋嘅先鋒帶落嚟嘅所有重要嘅價值同埋核心嘅一啲嘅哲學，咁我哋咧繼續去發展同埋去追逐我哋嘅夢想，希望令公司咧越做越好。
You heard Sam talk about the scientists that are at Amway that are challenging themselves to develop even better products. And our teams in the company continue to do that so that we can serve you and together we can serve the marketplace and be better in the marketplace going forward.
咁啊，大家肯定都聽阿 Sam 講過啦。我哋公司咧，其實咧不斷係有好多科學家咧，就不斷努力做好多研發啦，希望咧係研製出更加多、更加好嘅產品嘅，嚟到更好咁樣服務我哋嘅市場嘅。
And as Dalton referenced, there's a spirit of partnership and family in this room, in this market, in this business that is unique and special, and we need to cherish it every day.
而其實正正就係我哋咧，無論喺呢間房又好，我哋呢一個事業，或者係呢一個市場啊，我哋建立嘅伙伴關係，我哋一家人咁樣嘅關係啦，咁咧就係我哋好值得要去好好地珍惜嘅。
That's why we wanted to fly here and be here with you. We didn't want to just see you through a screen. We wanted to be here with you to celebrate together because we are a family, one big Amway family.
佢仲要飛過嚟，跟住飛過嚟香港，而唔使到一啲屏幕嗰度同大家見面啦。因為有咁多嘅大家庭，所以一定要大家一齊去慶祝啊！
And so with that thought, I want to congratulate you, I want to thank you, and I want to get off the stage so we can get on with the celebration.
好啦，講到呢度，我再一次咧恭喜大家，亦都多謝大家。咁我而家咧就要落翻我嘅台下面就咗㗎啦。咁啊，多謝大家。
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Doug. Please remain on the stage, please. And please remain on the stage to take part in the souvenir presentation.
好啊！以下嘅時間咧，都請大家以熱烈嘅掌聲歡迎 Michelle、Amanda 以及我哋領導人嘅代表創業者皇冠大使傅南生、吳彩雲夫婦 Anita Clement 咧，都台上為我哋致送紀念品俾阿德同埋 Dr. Sam。喺呢個時間亦都有請埋 Dr. Sam 一齊上台，以及太太嘅 Jessica 同埋多謝一齊到台上。
So we now welcome Michelle, Amanda, and Founders Crown Ambassador and Annika to the stage to present souvenirs to Mr. Doug and Dr. Sam. We would also like to invite Mrs. Francesca and Dalton to joining us on the stage, please.
有請咧 Michelle 為我哋致送紀念品俾阿德同埋 Dr. Sam。Would Doug and Dr. Sam please receive our special souvenir？
係啦，大家見到啦，我哋呢一份嘅紀念品咧，其實都係別具意義㗎。帆船唔單止係代表住香港，更加係象徵住安理喺呢一片繁榮嘅海域入邊，公司同埋 ABO 之間嘅咁樣合作同埋伙伴關係。希望大家保持創新嘅精神，我哋一齊乘風破浪，共創輝煌。
祝我哋安利香港50週年啦！ 亦都係慶祝我哋安利全球65週年，以及咧。
咧大家聚集埋一齊，正正咧係喺呢一個咁難得嘅 moment 啦，係我哋香港安利嘅50週年。
哇！
嘉賓們咧準備就緒嘅時候咧，我哋都先影一張大合照先。
係啦。